Alright boys and girls, and welcome back to another Fury Warrior Mythic commentary video. This time it is Mythic Imonar in Antorus the Burning Throne. This is where I go over the fight from a progression standpoint, going over my talent selection, legendary selection, and trinket selection. So Imonar is a full single target fight, so we're going to go with the single target talent selection, which is Endless Rage, Double Time, Avatar, Bounding Stride, Frothing Berserker, Bloodbath, and Reckless Abandon. There's not really too much to go over there really. Obviously Bloodbath with the 4-piece of tier 21, and the other talents are your best selections for single target. Nothing to stun, so no shockwave. And you can utilize leap quite often here, so nice to have the reduced CD and movement speed at the end with Bounding Stride. Legendary selection, again, I'm going for my best single target legendaries, which in this case is Thanajar Berserkers and the Soul of the Battle Lord. The way that Imonar works means that his final platform will have him start at 20% HP, and you've got that entire time basically, assuming you don't get any sleep grenades on you, that you can just freely execute. So the legs in the ring really work quite great here. And trinket selection, I'll be going for Umbral Moonglaves and Convergence of Phase. Unfortunately, I don't have a decently competitive trinket for single target apart from Umbral Moonglaves. I've tried getting the 9-10 stat sticks from Argus, however they just seem still significantly less, and no luck on the Pantheon trinket unfortunately. And Convergence of Phase is still going to be your best trinket here really. With it, you can get at least 2 battle cries per bridge phase, per platform phase. So to begin with on pull, like I said, this is a single target boss, so I'll be using Old War to begin with, and also Bloodlusting on pull. And the key really here to doing good DPS is good uptime on the boss and not getting stunned by other people's grenades. Having grenade in yourself, sleep canister on yourself, you can't really do much about it. All you can do is get out as soon as possible, get dispelled and charge back in. However, it's all about making sure you keep an eye on where the rest of your raid are dropping their sleep canisters. You'll see me kind of strafe to the right before the canisters come in to get near blue, so that if I get it, I can run out quickly. But if it's not on me, I'll then strafe to the left again, away from where it's going to be dropped, so I kind of maximize the chance of not being stunned. And also with Convergence of Fates, like I said earlier, you should be getting at least 2 casts of Battle Cry per platform phase. Each platform phase is 20%. And here I'm just going to be leaping, because my and the other warrior's job is to leap and get the first 2 traps in early, so that the tanks don't have too many to do and we're getting dispelled nice and early. This will kind of, your own raid will have to kind of work out how they do this themselves, but this is how it worked out for us. So you'll see me leaping very rarely to drop out sleep canisters, which is another reason why my boss positioning is so important, because I want to be making sure I can get out in time just by running to drop the sleep canister, so I can have leap saved for the platform phase. And with leap, you can actually leap and over all the traps if you just want to get to the end without detonating any. So CDs have just come back up again, and I'm going to be using my second pot here. I should save my second pot really for when the troll racial is off CD, but I haven't here. I've just used it with my Avatar and Battle Cry. I'm not going to bother saving it for 20% because it really doesn't matter as long as you use it with your main cooldowns, Avatar and Battle Cry. And here it's literally just going to be keeping a good solid rotation on the boss, making sure you get that second Battle Cry per platform phase in. I think on this one it's sometimes possible to get through if DPS is a bit lower. And what we're doing is we're just staying behind the boss, waiting for the bombs to come in, and then just strafing around to the front, and then the tanks are going to go around the other side and blow it up, which makes it nice and easy. It's quite easy as Fury to lose a lot of damage if you get targeted by the beams, like I've been targeted now. So I'm going to start moving and then just move out quite early as it's a transition. So I want to make sure that I'm not going to beam across the raid or anything. And now we're all going to be waiting here whilst the tank goes and does all the hard work, and we just stand and get healed. And I'm going to save my commanding shout for a bit later on and get down the other end. Leaping straight away, and again this is where the movement speed of Bounding Stride comes in really good. I'm just going to hang back here, wait for this ball to go past, and then nip through and straight through and charge into the boss. So as a warrior it really is dead easy. I'm just popping my command and shout there to keep the raid quite stable as we go through. Dropping CD straight away, it's important. If Avatar isn't up yet by the time you get to the next platform, it's not the end of the world. If you've got 10 seconds after an Avatar and Battle Cry's up, just use Battle Cry, because you get 1 Avatar cast per platform typically. So sleep canister on me, I'm already near blue, I've run out, dropped it off, and straight back in straight away, not losing too much downtime on the boss. Your positioning here is quite important because obviously you get the shrapnels, which means you're limited to where you can go. And I've used my leap there because I was a little bit out of position, but I know it's going to be back in time for the next bridge phase, which is fine. And if your raid's topped up and you do not get any CDs, then we will typically blow up the shrapnels on ourselves. So you see I had some stacks there and I'll probably get some more. And unfortunately been slept from behind due to not looking properly, or the holy pally behind us being too close, whichever way you want to take it. And this is where it just gets a little bit hairy, trying to get your positioning right so that you know you can get to safe spot blue if you get canister, but also not being close enough to blue or anyone else that you get slept unintentionally. And we've got the transition. So again, I'm going to be leaping up, trying to find my spot to leap. Going in between the gaps in the end. Nearly died. Going to pop my enraged regeneration, make sure I don't die from taking this dispel. It's quite close, but it's fine in the end. Now all the healers have got the knockback debuff at this point, so they're quite far back, so it's a little bit hairy. So I'm just going to kind of be floating around the middle and waiting for leap to come off CD, and then I'm probably just going to leap over and just negate all the orbs and the balls. Looks like I've saved leap, and again getting in, popping CD straight away, just getting the damage going again. I suspect what I've done is I've saved leap because now we're going to get sleep canisters and beams. So I want to be having a leap if I get the first sleep canister, which I didn't by the looks of it, which is good. Typically, if you can do the bridge without leaping across, then do the bridge without leaping across. You stay in range of healers. There's not really a lot of benefit to getting to the boss early because he has 99% reduced damage. So all you're doing is using a cooldown, a mobility cooldown that you don't necessarily have to use, that you may want to use on the platform at a more appropriate time. So again there, just making sure I'm away from green because that's where our melee is getting dispelled. And just keeping that uptime. Sleep canisters going out. I've been quite lucky on this platform so far. I think I do get the last one, but it's not the end of the world because the boss transitions. Gonna do one more battle cry, I think, and I've actually avatared as well, which is quite nice. That means I've basically got an extra avatar on this platform, as DPS is a little bit lower. Because by the time we get back to the next platform, it's going to be off cooldown for the final 20%. So sleep canister on me there, and the beam, but worked out quite well. No one was near me for the dispel. Dropped the beam at the front, and I'm stacked up, ready to go for when the tank blows everything up. So this is what I mean when I say the final platform, the boss starts on 20%. So basically when you get to the other side, you want to be using execute straight away with the ring, get your free rampage procs, and then you're going to be doing your execute. Again, I've leaped over the orbs there, negate it all just with the leap, nice and easy. Sorry, yeah, so you'll be getting to the last platform, then doing execute rampage, execute rampage, and just getting the juggernaut stacks going. And popping battle cry straight away. I popped a rage regen there as well because I'm getting a little bit low. So I'm going to be battle crying straight away because you want to use it early. There's about 1 minute and 20 seconds left according to the time to kill weak aura. So that means I will definitely get another battle cry towards the end, which is when I'll also be getting my avatar back off cooldown near the end of the fight. Big damage, big juggernaut stacks, lovely. And this is just basically about avoiding the shit on the floor, as well as dropping the gas canister if you get it, the sleep canister on you if you get it, and avoiding other people's dispels. So again, I'll just be hovering around blue just before it comes in, and when it comes in, if it's not on me, I'll just be strafing back left again to make sure it doesn't get dispelled on me. So I've got Avatar and Battlecry coming off cooldown here, and I'm going to try and hold out a little bit, but I think I get unlucky with execute crits here, so I don't get any rampage procs. So I've decided, fuck it, it's not worth waiting. I'm just going to pop cooldowns, bloodthirsting inside the Battlecry window firstly to get enraged, and then execute rampage, execute rampage. It would have been better to go in with a free massacre proc, but I didn't. But it's not the end of the world. I've still managed to shoot up the meters there and get a decent, 36, 37 juggernaut stacks, which is kind of taking me up to nearly 1.5 mil, which is, yeah, it's not too bad. And there you have it. So yeah, Imonar is not really too tricky. You can use leap to drop your canisters on the edge if you don't need it for the bridge. You can use leap on the bridge to jump over a lot of things if you get stuck. You can easily take the bombs if you're not near other people on the bridge as well, especially with a personal. I'm saving Rallying Cry for, you know, big raid damage. Making sure to keep getting your cooldowns going. It sounds a bit silly just to keep saying, you know, keep using your cooldowns, but there's no need to hold them here. Even if they're coming up, you know, 2 or 3% before the boss transitions, you can use it, and they're likely going to be back by the time you get to the next platform. I mean, it depends on how fast your guild does the bridge, but for me, it worked out quite well. And that really is all there is to it. So hope you enjoyed that. Maybe picked up a couple of bits. You can catch me on my stream on Cobalt_25. Otherwise, I will catch you on the next one. Cheers.